Hi, welcome to Start 3D Modeling. In this video, I will show you how to make something like this in Plasticity. Plasticity is an interesting 3D modeling program, and if you want to learn the basics of 3D modeling in this program, I am including a link in the description below this video to a nearly 2-hour tutorial where I discuss the basics of creating 3D models in this system. And if you are not a technical person but want to start creating your own 3D models, I think Plasticity can be an interesting proposition. Therefore, I encourage you to familiarize yourself with this system. Now, I will switch to a new project and show you how to quickly make such a part. Okay, I have a new project, and here we will start by creating a spiral. I select the spiral command and define the first point of the spiral in this spot. It is the center of the spiral. I simply click the left mouse button here and I will be creating this spiral along the z-axis. Therefore, I place the second point of the spiral on the z-axis. I click anywhere to define the third point. And here I have a window where I define the spiral parameters. Here I define the length, which in this case is the height. I type 100 millimeters. Next, I define the number of full turns. For example, I type 10 here and I define the radius as, for example, 20 millimeters. Next, we have two parameters here, and these parameters serve to define the divergence angle of this spiral. For example, if I enter an angle of 25 degrees here, this spiral will expand outwards. Here I return to the value of 0. Here we can also change the direction of this spiral. And okay, in a very fast, easy way, we created such a spiral. Now, based on this spiral, we can create a solid, and we can approach this in two ways. I will show you the first way. The first way involves creating a sketch. I will simply create a circle here, and I will create this circle in this spot. I clicked the left mouse button at this point to place the center of the circle here. Then I press the tab key, I type 2 and press enter, and we have such a circle. And now we can extrude this circle along this spiral. I selected the circle region and the extrude command was activated here. Therefore, I press escape to cancel this command, and from the command list, I select the sweep command. Now I indicate the path along which we will sweep this profile. I click OK, and we have something like this. This is the first way to use a spiral to create a solid, but if we create a solid based on an edge that has a regular shape, we can do it using the pipe command. I select the spiral and choose the pipe command from the command list. Here, a circle was selected as the cross-section by default. We specify the diameter of this circle. We can enter, for example, 2 millimeters here, just like before. In this case, we skipped the sketch creation step. We simply used the pipe operation. Here we can also use the thickness parameter and create something like a pipe. I will return to the value of 0 here. In this case, we can specify the number of vertices. We can enter a value here, and then the cross-section will look like this. In some cases, the scale parameters might be useful. Here we can specify the scale, and then the model will look such that the end cross-section will be reduced or enlarged. This solid will smoothly transition from the start profile to the end profile, which is enlarged or reduced. Here I return to the value of 1. Next we have the angle parameter. It is not very visible here, but as you can see, during the transition from the start profile to the end profile, this solid will be slightly twisted. In this case, it is not clearly visible, and the twist parameter will work in a similar way. But here too, I enter the value of 0. Next, we have the distance parameters. We can define shortening or lengthening at the beginning of the solid or at the end of the solid. Okay, I will return to the value of 0 here. Okay, in this field we have to enter the value of 1. So the question might arise, what is the point of the sweep operation if we can do the same thing using the pipe operation? Here, The sweep operation has the advantage that we can prepare a profile of any shape for this operation. In the case of the pipe operation, we have a profile in the shape of a circle or a polygon, but here in the case of the sweep operation, we can create this profile freely. I selected the circle and pressed space to switch to a temporary construction plane. Here I will create more geometry to edit this profile a bit. I am creating this geometry quite freely. I simply want to show you that we can use any profile for this operation. Okay, I close the view of the temporary construction plane. And now I select this profile, I press escape to cancel the extrude command and select the sweep command. Now I indicate this spiral and we can sweep such a profile along this spiral. We won't achieve this using the pipe operation because this profile has an irregular shape, but we can also sweep such shapes along a path to get a solid. Regarding the pipe operation, this operation also has the advantage that it works on solid edges as well. I create a cube like this, and now we can use the edges of the solid. For example, with the Shift key, I select these two edges and press the P key to activate the pipe command. Here material will be removed by default. We can change the number of vertices, or we can press the Q key to create another solid fragment. Now if we click OK, another solid fragment will simply be created, which will be joined with the source solid, or we can press the B key and a new solid will simply be created on this basis. When it comes to conceptual 3D modeling, for example, where we create a part but don't yet know exactly what it should look like, Plasticity is really great for designing such parts. That's it for today. If you'd like to learn more about 3D modeling in Plasticity, I've linked a tutorial in the description below.